So, Alex, we talked about the importance of avoiding probate. Can you
Sure.
talk a little bit about kind of in more detail what is probate and why would someone want to avoid it?
Sure. So probate is a court supervised process of passing assets on from a decedent or the person who's deceased to whoever their heirs are, either within a will or at law. So there are two instances where you would be in probate. One is if you don't have a will, you've got to go through probate because the court is going to oversee who gets your things when you pass away, and someone needs to be nominated or qualify to be your personal representative to step in your shoes. Um, so if you don't have a will, you're in probate. The other instance where you would be in probate is if you do have a will, you would still need to go through the probate process if there are assets, what are called probate assets, assets that aren't passing just by the operation of law. So those are, if you have a 401k or an insurance plan where there's a designated beneficiary and it's just going to automatically go to them, then that would fall outside of probate. But any other accounts that you have that are still in your name, property that is in your name that needs to be transferred, like cash accounts, investment accounts, property, your personal property, your things, all of that would be part of your probate estate. And you need to have your executor qualify. And that process of qualifying to become the executor is called probate. Within that, there are other things that need to get done, like an inventory of all of the things that are part of the probate estate. You also have to do an accounting of all of the cash accounts down to the penny. So it can be a very difficult process just to gather all of that information. You might need an accountant to help with the accounting. And then once you've done that, there are fees that you pay. So there's filing fees. There's also a probate tax. Here in Virginia, it's 10 cents for every $100 of probate assets. And then depending on who your personal representative is, your executor, they could potentially be entitled to fees as well for serving as your executor.
Right.
So the process of probate could end up costing you anywhere from 3 to 6% of the value of the probate assets. So it could definitely be a significant financial burden. Also from a timeline perspective, it can take anywhere from 6 to 18 months or longer if there's a dispute. And so that process can also just leave the estate hanging out there for a long time. Obviously, depending on like what type of assets you have, that delay could have significant impact on your family members.